ANZ has been slugged with a record $240 million penalty for widespread misconduct.
Guess you caught me red-handed.
If only there was some ironic way to get that money.
It's time in.
For the Falcon.
According to the Australian Securities and Investment Commission, ANZ's misconduct in this case included, but was not limited to, failing to refund fees charged to thousands of dead customers, ripping off tens of thousands of customers by failing to pay the promised interest rate on savings accounts, and just not responding to hundreds of customers experiencing hardship. And I'm talking serious illness, deaths in the family, and even domestic violence, and the bank left some of those customers hanging for over 2 years. As if that wasn't enough, ANZ also did the dodgy on the federal government on a $14 billion bond deal, which ASIC reckons cost the government millions that could have been spent on things like health and education. So let me get this straight. Not only did ANZ shaft its own customers, it found a way to rip the rest of us off too, and just got dragged into the Fair Work Commission over axing 3,500 jobs just last week.
Golf clap? Golf clap.
Soaring numbers of heat-related deaths in the suburbs, rising seas and a blowout to the federal budget. Those are the sobering forecasts from a national climate change risk report that was released today.
The risk report, it looked at what might happen in a couple different warming scenarios, basically 1.5 degrees, which is pretty much we're almost there now, 2 degrees and 3 degrees Celsius of warming across the world, and what this might mean for Australia. So Brisbane and Sydney might be flooded more than 300 days a year. That's 10 months a year of flooding in these cities for the coastal areas closest to the beaches. We're talking about massive increases in the number of people dying from heat waves, more heat waves and longer heat waves. And I guess along with that, you would go with things like more droughts and longer droughts. The report says could lead to agricultural crops having as much as 40% decline in their output. So this was a expert scientific assessment, basically. They brought together people out of a whole range of government agencies, so the CSIRO, the Bureau of Meteorology, the Climate Department, Geosciences Australia. They also looked at international science, and they talked with counterparts in some other countries like Canada, Japan, some European countries.